Get ready for breaking news. We start with major shakeups in the baseball world. We have to talk about the rumors swirling around the Mets and Dusty Baker. Sources are whispering that the Mets have actually reached out to Dusty Baker about managing the team, and this development could completely change the landscape of the franchise. We dive deep into what this potential managerial shift means for the team's immediate future and what it signals for the upcoming season.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALAN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we have some serious injury updates hitting the major leagues. Chris Davinsky is facing a tough stretch, as his suspension has been reduced to just 2 games starting tonight against the Diamondbacks. This change in the situation puts his spot in the rotation in serious jeopardy, leaving fans wondering how this impacts the Tigers' pitching plans moving forward. We also have a somber piece of news from the baseball community. We are deeply saddened to report the passing of former Pirates outfielder and coach, Bob Skinner. Skinner was a true legend, a member of the 1960 World Series championship Pirates, and a coach on the 1979 World Series championship team. We look back at his incredible career and the impact he had on the game. And finally, we shift gears completely to a wild story from the kitchen. A baker mother in Queensland is sounding a major warning after her son, Dustin Wildman, was rushed to the hospital after inhaling non-edible cake decorating powder. This terrifying incident has sparked a massive conversation about the dangers of misleadingly labeled products, and we explore exactly what happened and the urgent warnings being issued to parents and bakers right now. Stay with us for the full story. Major League Baseball is buzzing with significant roster speculation and personnel updates across the league. In news regarding the New York Mets, reports suggest the team has been in discussions with Dusty Baker regarding a potential managerial role, with sources indicating that the club has reached out to Baker. This development comes amidst ongoing uncertainty surrounding the team's direction. On the injury front, the situation for Carlos Mendoza remains precarious, with speculation mounting about how his injury will affect the team's immediate prospects. Furthermore, the impact of Tarik Skubal's upcoming elbow surgery is being analyzed, with questions raised about its potential ramifications for the Detroit Tigers and the free agency market. In pitching news, Chris Davinsky's role in the rotation is under scrutiny following a reduced suspension, which has limited his availability for upcoming games. Meanwhile, Eric Lauer is preparing for a high-intensity bullpen session this week, aiming to maximize his fastball velocity and build power. In other team developments, the Miami Marlins have made a significant move, designating right-handed pitcher Chris Paddack for assignment. On a more somber note, the baseball community has mourned the passing of Bob Skinner, a former Pirates outfielder and coach who was a key figure in the team's championship history, including the 1960 World Series title. Skinner made his major league debut with the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1954. A Queensland boy has been left in a coma following an incident involving cake decorating dust, prompting a cautionary message from a mother. News reports indicate that the accident occurred after the boy was involved in cake decorating activities. While the provided content does not detail the specifics of the incident or the medical condition, the headline suggests a serious outcome stemming from the environment created during the decorating process. The report emphasizes the need for caution regarding dust and household environments, with the mother's warning encapsulated in the headline, "Check your cupboards." This incident highlights potential hazards in domestic settings, underscoring the importance of safety precautions when engaging in activities that generate airborne particles. A 14-month-old toddler, Dustin Wildman, remains hospitalized in Brisbane after inhaling a non-edible cake decorating powder, an incident that has prompted serious warnings from the baking community. The tragedy occurred when his mother, Katie Robinson, was preparing a blue-eye-themed birthday cake for a friend. Dusty was rushed to the hospital and placed in an induced coma after the powder turned into a paste in his lungs, obstructing his airways. Doctors later confirmed that testing revealed the decorative powder contained toxic copper and zinc compounds. Speaking from the hospital, Robinson reported encouraging signs of improvement overnight. "He's doing better at the moment. Overnight, he's made some progress, and the doctors are pretty happy with how he's looking," she stated, adding that Dusty indicated he was ready for his tube to come out. The terrifying event unfolded rapidly. Robinson explained that the product, which was labeled for use on removable parts, was sitting unopened next to edible supplies. Dusty reportedly bit off the lid and inhaled and ingested the substance simultaneously, leading to swift incapacitation. Robinson issued a strong warning to parents and bakers about the dangers posed by non-edible decorative powders that closely mimic food-safe products. She highlighted the confusion caused by products that look identical to edible items. All these products look exactly the same, and the fact that there's toxic, non-edible products sitting right next to edible products that do the same job, technically, is the problem, she asserted. She stressed that the metal-based powder contained toxic metals that should never be ingested or inhaled. The supplier has taken immediate action, removing the product from sale, contacting stockists to destroy existing stock, and has taken down its social media accounts. A GoFundMe campaign organized by family friends has successfully raised over $44,000 to assist the family during their ongoing battle with Dusty's condition. In a deep dive into catcher performance, analysis suggests that the traditional reliance on subjective intangibles may be misleading, arguing that quantifiable metrics can reveal a clearer picture of player value. The discussion centers on the case of Yainer Diaz, who was reportedly sidelined by manager Dusty Baker during his first full season in the majors in 2023, despite being considered a superior hitter and defensive catcher by some observers. The report posits that while intangibles like pitch framing or handling the pitching staff are often cited, the lab believes these should be measurable. The author critiques metrics like catcher era, noting that they can be skewed because second catchers often work exclusively with specific pitchers. Focusing on objective team performance, the analysis contrasts Diaz with Christian Vázquez, examining runs allowed per game and team winning percentages during their respective starts. The data suggests that pitchers perform better when throwing to Vázquez, leading to a more successful team outcome when he is at the plate. Furthermore, a comparison of offensive output in 2023 reveals a significant difference. Yainer Diaz had a higher batting average, 4.1, than Martin Maldonado, 4.54, but the team allowed fewer runs per game when Diaz caught. The conclusion drawn is that past considerations regarding Diaz's 2023 performance are irrelevant. The current focus must shift to who Yainer Diaz is now and how effectively he partners with pitchers. The data ultimately points toward Christian Vázquez as the superior option, demonstrating better team success when he catches, despite potential offensive regression for Vázquez.